I'm capturing people and I'm talking about people, but I'm actually talking about myself. Everything happens very quick and in a weird way that we don't really see each other. I never know what's really happening on my images. I know the energies because I study the places beforehand and I know it was going to happen there, but I don't know exactly. In all my works, I'm studying our relationship to time, and especially our relationship to the present moment, which is the only existent portion of time, because we're always busy with past and future. And I'm using different technologies and cameras that can see into these moments differently than we can perceive with our eye. And it's important and interesting for me because I think we are not really present, because we are always somewhere else, and I try to make it happen on my works. And even though these present moments are incomprehensible, still the stories and the history is building up. I started working in urban environments because this is the ultimate place for human beings. We built this. We built the society, we built the cities, and we are kind of trapped in this world. And this is what my subject is, I guess, to study ourselves in this situation where there are no events. We just be, we just exist. It's that's why I started doing street photography. But even in my earlier works, there were always more happening and more events and more stories on my images that I wanted to. And I wanted to focus on existence and being itself. And that's why I started experimenting with technologies and started working on my existing works. Because I'm looking for these situations where nothing happens. These situations vanish from our subjective timeline. And at the end of the day, we never remember walking on the street or waiting for a train. Therefore, in these situations, nothing else really exists, just being itself. And I really like to make it visible and tangible, especially on my videos, where I really wanted to make people to feel that it's relentlessly happening to us. Time is relentlessly happening and going on, but also life is happening all the time with us. It surrounds us all the time. and we very often don't see it. We try to accelerate time. We don't see those moments. And if you look at those the videos, how much life can fit into few seconds, you see that how much thing is just around us all the time that we very often forget about. I started this work in New York, where the trains are made from stainless steel. So that was the starting point of the title. But it's actually stainless because I'm using, for this work, I'm using industrial devices that they were designed for quality checking in factories, for mass production, assembly lines. And I turn these things back towards people, and I'm capturing people in this kind of human factory. And because I'm doing this with a quality checking device, this is why this actually the title is Stainless. I'm looking for the common between these places. I don't really see them very different in a way. And on my works, you can not really tell. There's no important where it is, because that's a global thing, and that's the unified human being thing that I'm talking about. So even though you see some characteristics on my works about the places, but in general, when you look at it, you see human beings being together, heading to a common destiny. You barely see any interactions between people on my works, but they are always heading together somewhere. On my still images and on my videos too, because we share the same future and we do it together. I kind of built this process the way I'm working now, that I have an image of like what I would like to do, and I try to find a technical approach to capture it. And then it usually takes some time to figure it out and work it out and develop what I have to develop for that. But my goal is always the image, because after all, I'm a photographer, not a developer.